Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Happy Monday. Today, I want to talk to you about scam alert. What? It is a crazy, crazy world we are living in. And guess what? AI is making it crazier. I was in Arizona not too long ago, and I was hanging out with a friend of mine who is very much in the communication world. I'm talking about mobile cells, and he's in 27 different countries, and he sells services in 27 different countries. So he knows everything that's going on in the world of mobile cells. And here's a tip that he told me. You know, when you get a phone call on your cell and you don't recognize the number, yes, it may be a telemarketer. But one of the things he told me about cell phones now, even landlines, if you pick up the phone, it's a number you don't know, and you start talking like, hello, this is Raphael, who's this? How can I help you? You go into all this conversation. Your voice is actually, or could be, recorded. And you may get that call again several times. And you may think it's just a scam alert. And sometimes, so many times, I get a call and there's zero sound in the background. So, what is that call all about? You're being recorded. And you go, big deal, I'm being recorded. Who cares? Who wants to record my voice anyway? Because of technology, what is happening, by the way, if you're online with me, thank you so much for joining me. I can't tell who's online. I know there's a bunch of you online. I appreciate you so much. If you want to drop a comment in the chat box, let me know where you're calling from, where you're looking from, I'm saying. And so important for us to understand that. When we answer the phone and there's nothing on the other end, consider this, you may be recorded. And so I said to my friend when I was in Arizona not too long ago, and I said, so what? They're recording my voice. He goes, that's what you think. I was like, ooh. I leaned in and I said, tell me more. Why do they want to record my voice? He goes, well, they're using AI to capture your voice. And you may have already seen some videos on it where they'll take a celebrity, they'll capture the voice, and they'll change the words for anything. Now, what ends up happening is they will use your voice to open up credit cards. They'll use your voice to even go into a bank account. It could be even your own bank account. You know how these criminals are so savvy. And they will use your voice with any information that you've given to withdraw money from your account or open a credit card and then go on a shopping spree with your voice. It's really crazy. All they need is your voice, where you live, all these different things, maybe even your date of birth. So what do you do when you get a call like that? What's the best thing that you can possibly do? Well, this is what he told me. When you answer the call, if you don't recognize the number, you can't pick up the phone. Don't even say hello. Just pick it up, put it to your ear. If if it's a real person on the other side, they will say hello first. Don't get me wrong. They can still say hello and then get you to answer. If you don't recognize the person, try this. This could be interesting. This is my voice. I would say, hello, this is Raphael. How can I help you? What if I said, hello, this is Raphael. How can I help you? I just changed my voice. So, hello, this is Raphael. How can I help you? Or, hello, this is Raphael. How can I help you? Whatever crazy voice you can come up with, just so they don't record your actual voice. If it's a real person, and so if it's a telemarketer, you can still keep talking to them in that voice. Hello, this is Raphael. How can I help you? Or just say, hello, how can I help you? And then all of a sudden, they're like, well, I was calling. I need to speak to the owner. What do you need to call about? So you can have a full conversation in a different voice. And if it's a legitimate call, you go, 1 second, let me transfer you. Boom. Then you come on, you go, hi, I heard that you're Tom and you're calling about whatever. You come in with your regular voice. If they go, who was that? You're going to say, that was my alter ego. That may have been my alter ego because I didn't know it was you calling. And I've had a lot of spammers calling me. The other thing that I recently had, believe it or not, I would say last September, somebody called and they said that they were my PSCNG, which is what I have out here. And they said, it looks like you didn't pay your bill. Because you didn't pay your bill, you have 72 hours before we shut your lights. And so I said, wait a minute, I paid my bill. I know because I just paid it like, I don't know, 6 days earlier. I said, how legitimate is this? So I said, let me have some fun. So I called the number. And they said, well, you have to call right now. And I said, oh, okay. I said, who's this? Oh, they claim to be legitimate. I said, okay. So if I'm going to pay, you already have my credit card information. Go ahead and use it. They're like, well, we need it again. I'm like, well, I can't give it to you again. Well, then how? I said, well, you have it. You have the information. Why do you need it again? Right there. I knew it was a scam. And when I said, I'm just going to have some fun with this. I had a few minutes. So I said, let me have some fun. I said, well, I can definitely do that. What's your supervisor? Oh, they're not here. I said, is there a number I can call your supervisor? So they gave me an 866 number. And I said, okay. So what happens is I legitimately called PSCNG and said to them, hey, listen, I think I'm being scammed by this number. They're like, absolutely, we would never call you for that. And I said, well, let me give you the number. And they said, yeah, we've got several calls from people with that phone number. I said, okay. I said, what are you going to do? Well, there's nothing we can do. By the time we go deeper, that number will be gone. I said, okay. But they said, we would never call you and ask you for money over the phone. They send letters, they send stuff like that. But here's the thing, pay your bills, people, pay your bills. So what I did for fun is I called that number and I asked to speak to the person they gave me. And so the guy gets on the phone and I go, who am I calling? He goes, well, you just said, I said, okay. I said, what country are you in? He goes, what do you mean, what country am I in? I said, yeah, what country is this scam being done? This is not a scam. This is legitimate. I'm like, really? I actually just called the company. I said, let me ask you something. Do you believe in God? I just needed to mess with them. And they said, of course I do. I said, do you think God would approve of what you're doing? And it was quiet for a second. I said, you know, you're committing a sin. And he goes, I do believe in God, and I believe he'll forgive me for my sins. I said, not for this one. So I said, how dare you? I said, what would happen if this happened to your mom or your family? Oh, it wouldn't happen. Why? Because you're not calling them. I said, you should call your mom and tell her you love her. And then I hung up on him. But consider the scams that are going on out there. And some of them, you know, I was savvy enough to understand that it was a scam, but what happens with people who may be a senior citizen and they're afraid that the electric is going to go out, that they paid the bill, and you know, they will lie, of course. They'll say, well, it shows that we got it, but it actually didn't go through. Can you put it through again? What's your credit card number again? And the expiration. So you don't ever give that information over the phone. Most companies have an actual physical website that you signed up for to pay your bills. I pay my electric and my gas through a website that is legitimate. I go there, they send me a text, your bill is ready. I go to my site, it's already set up for gas and electric. I go there, I do all the proper logging in. I log in, they have all my information, all my account. I don't have to put in my credit card anymore. I don't have to put the way I pay. I don't have to put my checking account, nothing. It's already there. So what happens is I hit submit payment. It says exactly how much I did. I can look at my previous bills, all of this stuff. So you have to be super careful. But not only that, how about you warn a family member? Say, hey, you know what? There's a lot of scams going on right now. So maybe they're going to shut off your water, your electric, your gas. You know, sometimes they have such nerve, they will actually come to your home dressed with something. Don't let them in your home. Don't let them in your home. If somebody knocks on your door and they say they're from the electric company, say, how can I help you? I would not open the door. I would say, one second, go to your electric company and say, what's your name? And then take a picture if you can. And then get on the phone and say, yes, I'm gonna be on the phone with the company 1 second before. And then you call the company itself and you go, I got so-and-so here. Why are they here? Well, we didn't send that person. Say, okay, thank you so much. So what I would do is say, okay, hold on a minute. They're about to approve you coming in. Call the police. Call 911. Somebody's trying to break into my home. They're at my front door. That's it. Say, please hurry. This is how we can stop somebody who's physically coming in, because you don't know. The reason they may come into your house is because they're going to rob you. They may have a gun. They may have something, or they're coming in to take a look, see what you have, so they can come back at a different time. A lot of scams going on in this world, my friends. So do yourself a favor. Don't allow them. Be proactive. Don't just open the door when somebody rings. There's so many, you have the Ring doorbell thing, you have, and I'm not promoting them, I'm just saying there's so many. You can look out your window, you can do things, you can see what kind of car they drove into. Is it a legitimate car from the company itself, or does it look shady? Even if a postman rings your doorbell, ask them what they want. If you remember that, I think it was Saturday Night Live. Remember, it was the postman. It was the shark, the land shark. Remember that? And it would come in and go, ring the doorbell, and it would say all different things, postman, and then the person would open the door and it would eat them, and it was very funny. But this is not a laughing matter when somebody's trying to scam you and they're all over. They're all over. And it's a shame that this is still happening. And even though on my phone I have the do not disturb on my phone, you can, I think you can go to do not disturb.gov and sign up for it. I think that's the site. Take a look for yourself. You can Google that and find out, and then put it on your phone. Or sometimes you have to subscribe again, because I get calls all the time. A lot of them is dead air. And so it's very, very frustrating. But because I have several businesses that go through my phone, I have several phone numbers that come into one phone. So I have my Google Voice, I have my business voice, I have my personal phones on here. So sometimes I just have to answer. I don't know if it's a prospective client. So therefore, I answer all my calls, but I don't always say hello first. Let them speak. Maybe make a noise like, and then that way they know there's a person on the other line, and they'll say hello first. So there you go, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have yourself an exceptional day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the show. And this week, I have Michael Faber joining me on Wednesday on Coaching Call. Take a look. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Have yourself an exceptional day.